If we lose the language, we lose basically the culture. It's been given to us in order to sustain us as a people. If we lose the language, we won't have any ties to what our ancestors were going to sustain for us or give to us.
I think the 20,000-foot view of what Mille Lacs is trying to do with this project is provide powerful, meaningful tools to help with the revitalization, preservation and revitalization of Ojibwe. Mille Lacs has been, for a long time, very interested in making contributions to language. They started an early childhood program for Ojibwe. They have supported other language enrichment and development work in many different ways for a long period of time. But the efforts have been a little bit scattershot. There is both an opportunity and really a growing will to do something bigger and more meaningful. Independent of this, there have been a series of grant-funded initiatives through the Aanjibimaadizing program. That program articulates multiple goals. Workforce development, helping Mille Lacs Band members find gainful employment and develop tools for self-sufficiency. Melissa Boyd, Commissioner of Administration for the Mille Lacs Band, pulled a group of people together and said, we want to stabilize and revitalize our language. What can we do? Instead of just making your 25 fluent speakers chase kids around and try to teach them, why don't we develop some tools that will enable these speakers to teach Ojibwe to future generations for hundreds of years to come? We spent 2 or 3 days brainstorming up all kinds of ideas. The 2 biggest were Rosetta Stone and the development of books. I feel really excited about these.
What a lot of people might not understand about this work is that it's in some ways radical. It hasn't been done this way before. We benefited from the civil rights movement. We saw a lot of inspiration that fueled self-determination in Ojibwe language being taught in the educational system through the 60s, 70s, and whatnot. And when we look at the fruits of those efforts in terms of creating and supporting a fluent speaking population, these efforts contrast with that by taking things a step further. So it's significantly filled with risk in taking chances and breaking down barriers and stepping outside of a box that we've been conditioned to be complacent within. And there's no time for that anymore.
At this point in time, the Mille Lacs Band has identified 25 fluent first speakers of Ojibwe left in their communities combined. There is a handful of second language learners of varying skills as well, but there's really no time to waste. Of the 25 first speakers in Mille Lacs, so far 17 have been working directly with the program, and all the others have been invited to participate.
People who aren't engaged, if we can ask them to give this a chance. And we know throughout life that we stumble and we fall off our path and we get back on. So I say be patient and get involved. We don't have all the answers. We don't know for sure if this is going to work, but so far this has held the most promise about sustaining what we have as Ojibwe people.
They say each generation of Anishinaabe people inherits a fight. For the previous generation, the fight was for the treaty rights, and the fight was for sovereignty, and we won that fight. The generation before that was a fight for land, we won that. because we still have our land, we still have our reservations. So I think each one of our generations inherits a fight, our current generations a fight for our language. Because if we don't win this fight, it's gonna die in our lifetime. And I think everybody here is not gonna let that happen.